Hi, thanks for watching. After pastoring and preaching for about 45 years, I find that being brief isn't my strongest suit, but I try, and today's will be brief. Today I'm talking about a story with Ken. Ken is a big guy, always been a big guy, and he just turned 90. A little background will set the stage for this story with Ken. We've lived in one apartment where we started our marriage, 2 townhouses in quick succession, and then I think 9 houses as I thought through them. When we got married, I couldn't pound a nail straight. So to fix that, I bought a nail gun. But I still couldn't really do the stuff we needed to do in houses. And over the course of years and different houses, I learned. I've built things, taken walls out, built decks. I even do some electrical, although I'm not excited about it. And I hate to do plumbing, but I've done a little of it. I remember the first ceiling I put in a basement. The guys in my youth group were helping. And I said, let's just put drywall in the ceiling because it's big. Won't take many sheets. So we went to get it, and I thought, oh, wow, there's skinny drywall and there's thick drywall. I guess thicker's better. So I hauled home this enormously heavy drywall. Took 6 guys to hold it in place while somebody nailed it in. I didn't know what I was doing, but Ken did. This man was in heating and cooling, so he was an electrician. He could do plumbing. He could do it all, and he helped a lot in things I had to do, and he helped a lot of people. He could do just about anything, and he had come over to my house to check something out in the basement. I don't recall what. Could have been the air conditioner or the furnace. We were walking back through the utility room, which was unfinished, toward the stairs, and he stopped and he got down and he peered into an outlet. There was no cover on it. I had put that outlet in and for the washing machine when we moved it, so I just didn't bother with an outlet. Just plugged the washer in. And he got down and looked at it carefully, and he glanced over at me, said, "Did you install this?" Proudly, I said, "Yes." He said, "Does it always glow or just when you use it?" I felt suddenly less confident. I said, "I don't know. It glows?" And he said, "Yes." So my response was something like, "Well, that can't be good." So he poked at it, sighed, walked over to the breaker box, flipped the power off, turned on his flashlight, and in about a minute flat, he had the guts out, looking at it, and he said, "Well, you stay here. I'm going to get my tools. This is going to take all afternoon." So he brought down all of his tools for electrical, and I said, "You're going to, what, fix this box? Why is it going to take all day?" He said, "Because the way this is wired," he said, "Did you do any other ones down here?" Well, I had. I mean, the basement was finished. Now, I didn't do it all, but I did add some electrical. He said, "Well, then, let's not let it burn down and kill your wife and daughter. Let's fix it." So he rewired every outlet in that basement. And there were a lot of them because most of it was finished. He told me he just wasn't comfortable letting me do it and fixing it. I didn't want my family killed. I don't recall him mentioning any concern about me, but I'm sure that was implied. So Ken saw a dangerous problem, took his afternoon off to make sure it was completely taken care of and safe, and then he went home. That's the story. Now, here's the verse. Well, one of 2. Galatians 6:10, "Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially those who belong to the family of believers." Do good to all, especially to other Christians. We're family, so we do our best. Ken did for me. I know he helped a lot of people out with electrical and air conditioning, and I know he worked hard. But let me share Matthew 5:41. "If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Well, that changes everything. We don't do just what we're required to do. Jesus was referring to a Roman law that allowed a soldier to force a civilian to carry his kit for a mile, or more probably something like a kilometer, but he had to carry it the distance of 1 and no further. The soldiers weren't supposed to overburden other people, but they could require their help. Jesus' instruction was to not begrudge the soldier. Don't begrudge that effort, that mile. Instead, do twice as much as they require of you. Be extravagant with your help. We know that works in the world because your employer will see you going the extra mile and working hard, gives you more responsibility. It usually works. It's a great rule. It's a biblical guideline. Ken showed that to me by going the extra mile so my house wouldn't burn down. My friends, let's be extravagant in our help to others to show them we care for them, and especially to believers, because in that way we demonstrate that we love each other and we love God, and a watching world is watching to see that we really do love. They need to see that our love for each other and our love for Christ is real before they'll believe we care for them. Thanks for watching. Be safe, and God bless you.